get Stephen Fry on board and Daisy Ridley and others, did you show them a complete animatic?
No.
Yeah,
you tend to not show them the animatic just because you don't want them, like, if they were going to do it, to not be influenced by the scratch actors and stuff. So, no, we sent the script, obviously. We sent images of the film, like artwork, concept art. I wrote a letter to each of them to say how much why I thought it would be wonderful to work with them on the film and how I saw their role in the film as that character. So Stephen was the first one I really wanted for Leonardo da Vinci because of who he is. I mean, he is a polymath himself. He's involved in so many different things and knowledgeable about so many things. And just so smart. I wanted that voice that wasn't a big booming, sage voice, Gandalf, kind of voice, Ian McKellen type voice. I mean, all that's wonderful, but it wasn't how I saw this character. I really was trying to keep him away from being the wise sage or the wacky wizard kind of character. And I really wanted this really good voice, but a lighter voice. And Stephen definitely has that. I mean, he has the wit in his voice. You can hear the intelligence when he speaks. And and he's a comedian too, so you get that. So I think all those aspects just made him the perfect voice for me. And he was the first one to sign on too, and it was so happy. I was actually in London on Mary Poppins when I talked to his agent, and they were like, "Oh, Stephen would love to do the project and stuff." So it was like, yes, so great. So then, Stephen even came on earlier than we, so we got like a letter of interest, I think they call it. So we sort of had Stephen a little bit before we had really the film in a place where we were going to make it. So he was already kind of interested in the project. I think that helped us too to start getting more money and things like that. And then Daisy Ridley, obviously I was introduced to her like everybody through the Star Wars films. I just loved her voice, the power in the voice. And she had a nice sincerity in there and a vulnerability too. And so I thought she would be just perfect, the right age in a sense. So, and then at the time too, I didn't know if she could sing, and we were developing these songs, and so we were like, well, can always get a sound alike and things like that. But Alex found this video online of Daisy singing with Barbra Streisand. At Barbra Streisand's house, they were like, she was doing some kind of a get together. They're all singing songs. And then Barbra Streisand goes, "This girl can sing." And so it was great.
You felt great.
So yeah, it was like, well, okay, Barbra Streisand herself is telling me
she's okay.
She's good. And I'm like, all right, I think we're good. So, and I think, she's got this amazing voice. I don't think people really know that out there. So I think it'll be wonderful for them.
Did you get any feedback from them on the script after they read the script? Were they enthusiastic about it?
Yeah, I think they're all, found it a different film than most animated films. I think they'd all had done voice work. I mean, even Daisy had done some voice work in some like TV animation, some other stuff, maybe games, or I don't know. But they saw like, I think the uniqueness in the story. Stephen for sure did. I mean, when I was recording Stephen, he definitely corrected my use of words in certain places. He's like, "I don't know if you mean to use it this way." I was like, well, how should I use it? He'd say, "Well, you should use it this way." Or like a word would be, I used the wrong word, and he goes, "Oh, it should really be this word." And then give me the etymology of the word, and he'd like come back in. It was so great. I think he corrected it only, I don't know, half a dozen times.
Yes, and he does have a moment, a light moment towards the end with the credits.
Yes, yeah,
which was very cute.
It was really cute. We actually bonded over that too, because we both have a love of Alec Guinness. So a little hint to the viewers out there.